You don't need a warehouse to run a small business. Let me show you how we've optimized our 90 square foot spare bedroom in our apartment to run our 5-figure business. Let me show you around. This is supposed to be easier, okay? My name is Yannette. I'm an occupational therapist and co-business owner of Little Comfy Goods, where my husband and I create high-quality stickers and embroidered crew neck that inspire travel and adventure. We've been running Little Comfy Goods from the spare bedroom in our apartment, and over the past 2.5 years, we have grown and scaled our business within this small space. Don't get me wrong, having a warehouse would be amazing, but we've learned how to optimize the space that we have to meet our needs, and we will be sharing recommendations and tips to help you make the most of your space. Let's jump right in. Starting with our workbench, this is the most versatile area in our space. The workbench measures out at 62 by 24 inches, which fits perfectly along this wall. It's great because it's on wheels and it's height adjustable, although not motorized, so you have to crank it yourself, but that's okay because it made it that much more affordable. If there's one thing that we would recommend for you is to have a dedicated workstation. Let's talk about why it's so versatile. It has served as a very efficient place for us to make stickers. After moving the printer around, it has found a home directly on the workbench so that we can easily go from printing the sheets, laminating, and then transitioning to our Graphtec cutter, which we will talk about later. While on the topic of the printer, this is the Canon Image ProGraph 300, and we chose this printer because it has pigment-based inks that are more vibrant and less likely to fade from direct sunlight, which is what we need for our premium stickers. This printer has 10 individual color cartridges that allow for professional grade color accuracy. On the workbench, we have a cutting mat that's 35 by 24 inches that serve multiple purposes. We cut sticker materials, fabric, embroidery stabilizer, and so much more. It helps protect the surface of the workbench from all the cutting that we do, and we constantly use it to quickly take measurements. The other way that we use this space is for filming and product photography. You may have seen some of our recent ASMR videos of me packaging our sticker orders with the mat as a backdrop. We use a small rig clamp to film our top-down angles and another clamp directly onto the workbench where we have our mic and a secondary camera angle. Arguably, one of the most important aspects of filming is lighting. For a long time, we had this light box on a C-stand, which took up so much of our limited floor space. It was such a pain to angle it and move it around. I would constantly trip over it as I tried to move it to a different spot because of the wide footprint of the legs, and it would constantly bump into things as I was moving it. To say the least, it was a main pain point, and it was a big barrier just to get started and set up. We probably don't need to say this, but this video is not sponsored by SmallRig, but their products have come in really handy. We alleviated the frustration of the C-stand with a wall mount SmallRig arm for our light box. Now we can easily angle and maneuver the light box over our entire space. The last few things on our workbench is our canvas lamp. This lamp has helped us capture unique angles for our videos, and this magnifying lamp, we used this a lot when we worked with heat transfer vinyl. It was perfect for the intricate details when weeding vinyl. If you're finding value in this video, we'd really appreciate it if you would hit that like and subscribe button below. Now let's move over to our embroidery station. Starting at the bottom, we have 2 Alex drawers from IKEA that used to be the base of our desk, but now houses our embroidery station. These drawers have come in so handy because of their storage and organization capacity, and on top we have a 4-foot by 25-inch solid wood butcher block that we got from Home Depot. We needed a solid piece of wood that could withstand our embroidery machine because we did not have the space to add a designated embroidery stand. This tabletop was perfect, and we really liked the live edge look, so that was a nice plus. Moving on to the embroidery machine, we have the Baby Lock Array, which is a 6-needle machine. The great thing about a multi-needle machine is that I can use up to 6 colors without having to change the thread very often. And that has saved us a lot of time, so we've been really happy with this machine. Now, if you've worked worked with an embroidery machine, you know that they can get pretty loud when they're in use. And so we did a couple of things to help dampen the noise. We used some foam floor mats that are used in gym spaces and cut these to size and sandwich them between the tabletop and Alec drawers. We also got these rubber feet that are designed for washer machines to help dampen the noise during use, and these fit perfectly with our embroidery machine. Next to our embroidery machine, we have our Hoopmaster station. One of the first things we upgraded when getting our machines were the embroidery frames. The Baby Lock comes with embroidery frames, but I quickly found out that hooping garments is not easy and it takes time. The Mighty Hoops have strong magnets that make it really easy to hoop. Paired with the Hoopmaster station, we can quickly align our t-shirt or crew neck and use the guide and bring the top frame down with a gentle tap. This has really sped up the process of hooping and increased the consistency of the placement from one garment to the next. I would highly recommend this station if you're having trouble hooping your designs. The last thing on this side of the room is the IKEA pegboard. We have 3 pegboards in our space, and this one is designated for our embroidery station. This way, anything that I might need when I'm embroidering is within hand's reach. Right now, Luis is 3D printing some custom pegboard pieces to organize our different size embroidery spools. We are still testing these designs, but it will come in handy as we grow our thread collection. More on that to come. Before getting to the desk, here's a quick look at our Husky tool drawer. We managed to squeeze this in for some more storage. It's not super accessible, so of course we house certain tools that we don't frequently use, but it certainly has come in handy to organize some spare parts and tools we may need. Now let's check out the desk space. This, without a doubt, I'm sure is Luis's favorite side of our space, and I will do my best to share the specs and tech and all the products on the desk and how he's optimized this area. First, starting with the desk. We have a sit-stand desk setup. The legs are from Autonomous, which are the smart desk frame, and the tabletop is a 61 by 29.5 butcher block from IKEA. When looking for a good desk option from IKEA, we recommend you check out the kitchen department instead of the office, because most of the tabletops in the office department are made from particle board or other low-strength materials. This is a tabletop we used to have on top of our Alex drawers for many years. As we've scaled up, we knew we needed to upgrade to a sit-stand desk, not only for the health benefits of breaking up long stretches of sitting at the computer, but while in standing mode, we can push the chair underneath and allow more space to work from one station to another. It also makes it a lot easier for both Luis and I to be using the space at the same time. Now, when sitting at the computer, comfort and ergonomics is very important. After going through several budget chairs, we realized that a comfortable and ergonomic chair is worth the eye-watering price. And so we invested in the all-black Herman Miller Aeron chair, and it has been worth every penny. Let's move on to the tech. For a good while, we relied on a single MacBook Pro to run our small business. We made it work with one computer, but there were times when we both needed a computer, and when we got into the world of machine embroidery, we definitely needed an additional computer. We decided to go with Hatch Embroidery 3 digitizing software, which runs on Windows, so that opened up the door for a PC. And here we are. We have the Alienware Aurora R16 gaming desktop. The best thing about this setup is that we can seamlessly switch between Windows and Mac depending on what we need to work on. And with access to a 3D printer, Luis has created some great custom pieces to make this integration seamless. He created a mount for the MacBook Pro, which is secured on the underneath of the desk, and all we need to do is plug it in and switch the display. If there's anything else on the desk that you have questions about, let us know in the comments and Luis will get back to you. Now on to the Graphtec. When we first started our business, we purchased a Cricut Maker 3 because it would allow us to make both stickers and apparel designs using heat transfer vinyl. Our Cricut really did push us through the first 2 years of our business, and it helped us grow. well. We're so grateful to have been able to upgrade to the Graphtec, as we were getting to a point where we were getting a lot of orders and it was getting difficult to meet the demand using only our Cricut machine. Now, we're not yet using the Graphtec to its full potential. The Graphtec is meant to be used with a large format printer that can print really wide and long sheets of stickers on one single roll. Since we don't have the large format printer, we've been using 8.5 by 11 printable sticker vinyl with the Canon printer we showed earlier. One of the cool things we found is that we can use Cricut mats to make stickers on the Graphtec. In other words, we're using the Graphtec as a supersized Cricut machine, at least until we can upgrade our printer. Above the Graphtec, we have 2 additional IKEA pegboards that keep all our packaging materials organized, such as our sticker cards and sticker making tools. One special item on this board is our wireless Rollo printer. We started with the wired Rollo printer, but as our office has grown with new machines, we really needed to get things off of work surfaces, and the wiring was really restricting on where to store that Rollo printer. With the wireless Rollo, it gave us more options on where to store it, so Luis designed and 3D printed a custom stand to store it on the pegboard, and it works really well. The best part is that we can use the rods of the Graphtec to place the label roll and feed directly into the printer. And now a quick look under the Graphtec. There is about 14 inches of space from the ground to the crossbar, so that easily houses this filing system we've had for years. Here's where we store printable sticker stock, printable sticker paper, and our laminate sheets. This room has a closet space, so you best believe that we are using it for additional storage space. Starting with this dresser, which stores extra business materials and office supplies. On top, we have our 3D printer, which I can't believe how handy it has come in for our business. Last year, we launched our very first National Park calendar and offered a custom stand, which were 3D printed. These quickly became bestsellers and helped our small business through the holiday months. We're excited to continue using our 3D printer for our 2025 National Park calendar. The last piece of organization are these stackable storage cubes that we store our crew necks in. These are great because you can stack them however you want to fit your space, even as tiny as this one. So let's recap. If you are working in a very small space, the key to creating an efficient working environment is to focus on versatility, organization, and willingness to keep adjusting. Our biggest recommendations to achieve this is to 1, have a designated workbench area that allows you to do multiple things and is inviting for you to get started. 2, find ways to move things up off of the ground so that it's more easy for you to move from one station to the next. And 3, as you get new machines and equipment, you will likely need to keep adjusting to make space for your growth. Don't be afraid to try new things. We've always said that there's no way we can add anything else to our space, yet we always make it work. From upgrading to a Graphtec and adding an embroidery machine, we continue to test the boundaries of our 90 square foot space. Now, if you want to learn how making YouTube videos like these is changing our lives, then I highly recommend you check this video out next, where I talk about 9 humbling lessons that YouTube has taught me. See you there. I go with my, oh gosh. It's a long sentence and I can't break it up. Okay, okay, I'm getting more comfortable. Oh, dog's barking. Is that where supposed to start? I need to breathe. I like talk and I don't breathe. Okay. 8 minutes for 30 seconds of, it's getting toasty in here, so I need to hurry up. That sounds weird now. The Home Depot. That we got at the Home Depot. Does that sound weird? Home Depot. The Home Depot. Oh gosh. We're getting to the end.